The Steam Deck, Valve's very own handheld, and according to them, it is the best handheld in the world. But is that true? I mean, you got the Switch, the ROG Ally 7, and now the Switch 2. The Steam Deck is 3 years old, coming out back in 2022, meaning the parts are slowly becoming outdated and there is a lot more handhelds that I didn't bring up that have came out since then. The competition has changed a lot since 2022, but does it still hold up here in 2025? And is it worth your hard-earned ones and fives you made working on the street corner? And is John F. Kennedy's assassination an inside job? Let's find out. Before this video even gets started, I would just like to clarify that this video is not talking about the Steam Deck OLED, it is talking about the LCD model, which is the more budget option. But they are pretty similar, so if you're planning on getting either, this review will still help you. Now with that being said, let's take a good look at the Steam Deck. Now I would go everything on it, but I know you're not fucking blind, so I'm just gonna go over the special things about it. There's a touch screen and 2 trackpads that you can use like cursors and to move around your camera in certain games, depending on how you like it. On the back, there are 2 grips on each side, which you can map to whatever you want in any game. Now at first glance, you may think the Steam Deck is too big and would be uncomfy to hold, but for me personally, it fits very nice in my hands for about 2 hours, then my thumbs will start to cramp a little. But, of course, it's going to be different for everyone, so you may not have a problem with it. Now, the Steam Deck weighs in at about 669 grams, which may seem like a lot, but me personally, I'm built like a Holocaust survivor, and it's never really put any strain on my wrists or arms. Now, that's all I have to say about the Steam Deck itself, which brings me to my next topic. The specs. So as far as the Steam Deck specs go, it is running a custom AMD CPU that runs at 4 cores and 3.5 GHz. The GPU is running at 8 cores at 1.6 GHz max. As far as the RAM goes, it is DDR5, 16 GB and 5500 mega transfers per second. Sorry about that, my untreated tuberculosis is starting to catch up with me. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, as far as the screen goes, the resolution is 1280 by 800, running a 60Hz display with a touchscreen, which I've already mentioned. That's about it for the specs of the Steam Deck, which brings me on to my next topic. The assassination of our 35th president, John F. Kennedy. On November 22nd, 1963. Lee Harvey Oswald. As far as the Steam Deck's performance goes, it performs way better than you could ever imagine it to. GTA 5 Enhanced runs at a perfect 45 FPS stable on the very high preset, but if you want 60 FPS, you can tweak the settings slightly down and it'll have no problem running it at that. Older games, such as Left 4 Dead 2, run at a perfect 60 FPS consistently, although some older games are not officially supported, so you'll have to map out your own controls. Other games, such as Phasmophobia, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and Red Dead Redemption 2 run at a perfect 60 FPS at medium to high settings. While we're talking about performance, let's talk about the emulation. If you don't care about emulating games, then go ahead and skip to this time frame. Emulating games on the Steam Deck is super easy, honestly easier than doing it on my own PC. All you need is this software called EmuDeck and a legally downloaded copy of a game. And then boom, it's that easy. You can emulate games from almost any console you could ever want, including the DS, the NES, the Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, the 3DS, and even the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry. No! Okay, I don't think I should talk about emulation for any longer, but there is one last thing I would like to say about the Steam Deck. the desktop functionality. So the Steam Deck has two modes, game mode and desktop mode. Unfortunately, it is on Linux though, which kind of limits what you can do with it, but it's still useful. For example, if you want to mod your games or go on your favorite websites. What? Who the fuck? Motherfucker! So, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say about it. So, should you buy it? Well, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an alternative to an expensive-ass gaming PC, then I would not recommend. But if you're just looking for something to play when you're on vacation or traveling, I highly recommend this thing. And if anything I said in this video sounds appealing to you and it makes you go buy it, well, let me know how you feel about it in the comments. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. I haven't made one of these in a while, and I'm sorry about that, but I do have full intentions on coming back. This video was kind of just to test myself to see if I can still edit well, and I think I did pretty decent, but you can let me know if I didn't. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and goodbye.